any thoughts on that, and whether you feel that Liverpool maybe have got a case to get damages themselves for just the loss of the player that season?
The second part, David, I can't allow to answer, but the first part's absolutely relevant for the club. So it's not for the manager to say.
My initial thought was finally, because we all know it already for a long time, that Mama did nothing wrong that time, but was a massive blow, which is, he not only couldn't play the European League final, he didn't play the Euros that year, if I'm right. So it was absolutely massive, 100%. And I'm really happy for Mama that he got now at least the evidence that he did nothing wrong. And it's a very, very important thing because yes, doping is the problem, 100%. Never saw it really as a problem in football because I'm 30 years in football, never were in contact with any kind of, and if, then because somebody made a silly decision and not somebody wanted to improve his recovery time or whatever. These were the doping cases I heard about, never was involved in. And so if you carry around that, what is it? That marker that you did doping, that's especially when you didn't do it, that's massive. And so I'm really happy that he's finally freed of all of these things.
Okay, Andy Hunter next, and then Chris Baskin, and then Dave Maddock. Andy.
Hi, Jurgen. I was just going to ask, does any uncertainty over a manager's future impact on players, do you think? I mean, I asked because Guardiola's contract is out of up next summer and nothing's being decided on it yet. And you came out and clarified your position in your final season. Was it the impact on players a factor in that?
I never was in that situation. I have no idea. I cannot answer the question. So I obviously always signed early new contracts. When they ask me, I sign a new contract. So what can I say? That's how it was.
At Dortmund, was it a factor in your decision to come out and clarify that you were going? Players knew.
No, I think the 100% reason that time was not so much the team. It was like I thought Thomas Tuchel would be the perfect manager for Dortmund, not as the guy who coming after me, no, just because a really good manager, and he was kind of on the market. And I thought if we don't announce it now, then he might sign for another club, and I wanted him to be the manager of Dortmund. So that's why we did it that time. With no worries with the team.
Okay.
Okay, Chris Baskin. Thanks, Andy. Chris.
Hi, Jurgen. You said that City are the most difficult team in the world to play against, and Pep said similar about Liverpool. Would you say that this game...
I cannot mention us because we don't play against us, but I know it's not too easy as well.
But would you say that over the last few years, and maybe still now, this is the most high-quality club game in the world, certainly technically and tactically? Just some of the quality of those matches that would make Liverpool v City the finest club game in world football.
I really don't want to speak in this game about us, but it's obvious that it's not so easy to play against us. But the challenge with City is always is the way they play. It's just the way they play. It's with the players they have, the way they play. So that makes it really tricky. So there are other teams who are really good. So would now face Bayern Munich they are in a pretty good moment for a while already. I wouldn't say, that's Sunday afternoon walk in the park. That's a massive and tough game. And there are other games, of course, as well. But it's just in England, with all the quality of the other teams, which are with massive quality. If you think about it, all the challenges in a game, but we have to be aware of, and we have to think about, and what we have to do, it's City, because they have a good plan, a clear plan on each position. A player who has the athleticism, the physicality, and the technique to make a difference. They play a specific way, pretty dominant, but if they in counter-attacking as well, pretty strong. So they have speed and creativity. That's not so cool when the other team has that. It makes it pretty tricky, and that's why I said it. It's 100% like this. I don't think anybody else would see differently, apart from maybe a few journalists who always react on a moment and say, but in the moment they are this or that. But actually, they're in really good shape. If you don't use all your chances, that can cause you a problem result-wise. But for me, it's important that they had all these chances, because that's what I have to think about, and not if they finish them off or not, because I know they will finish them off from a specific point on. We just have to make sure that it will not happen on Sunday, and that they will not have that many.
Last question in the daily section today, Malik, and then if the Sunday guys could use the hands-up mechanism, I'll come to you after that. Yes, Dave.
Again, you said at the very start that you actually enjoy the preparation for these games. You enjoy these types of games. I was sort of wondering, is that partly because of the kind of that technical, tactical battle with somebody like Pep, who we saw in the documentary that he enjoys it, if not he's a bit obsessed by kind of the way that Liverpool play as well. Is it all that kind of that battle, if you like?
He's obsessed.
Well, he appeared to be in that video.
No, I don't.
Just to be clear, that's Dave's view, not yours.
Good.
Yeah,
so I didn't watch the documentary, so I don't know exactly what you're talking about. So usually when we or not usually, but very often when we play against an opponent, you realize that all the preparation for the next game, for our game, is really difficult, because when they play against us, they change everything. So that makes it then really tricky. You cannot really know what you expect. In this case, yes, City for sure, meanwhile, adapt slightly, but actually do what they always do. And that's that good that they do it always, because if it would not be that good, they would change it from time to time. That makes it a challenge in the preparation, but interesting as well, because you don't play a lot of games against a team with such a high quality like City in specific areas where they play and all these kind of things. So that makes, yes, I enjoy the preparation. That, unfortunately, we still lost some games against them, but I like to prepare the game. Doesn't mean we will win it afterwards. But anyhow, from time to time, it's nice that I have fun as well.
Okay. Guys, last section, which turn that to